for anyone who still do not know me yet, my name is Victor. I am a veterinarian doctor for falcons here in Dubai. And this project is second to my heart, and I would really love to share with you my journey. This is how a normal day looks in my life. I'm always connected to animals, always learn in my life how to help animals. And it's time for me to help people as well. And knowing you here with us today, I was able to learn that. And the best way is with water, because I think you all know we are more than 70% water, especially our brain, which we use the whole day to make choices, to do our daily routine, to go to work. It's 90% water, and even if 1% drops, we will have straight away a lot of signs such as disease and fatigue. We will get angry on everybody around us. We cannot concentrate and all sorts of stuff. And you know very well that all the other organs, they function with water. Even bones, that they are hard as a stone, even bones, they are 22% water. So it's the very most important, and most of the people have forgotten about it. They all try to get medicine, and through this project, we are getting to the basis to get in the natural way the health that everyone desires. Now, everybody, most of the people in the world, they get their water through plastic, especially in the big cities. There is no other source. It's impossible to drink from the tap. So everyone buys from different stores, different kind of bottled water. And what most of them do not know, what they have in composition, that plastic bottle, they are chemicals that lead to different dysfunctions in the body. And those leak into the water every single time you are drinking them. And the most dangerous one is the bisphenol, of course, which can lead to infertility and diabetes and all sorts of things like that. Sorry for that. Now, what is done with all those plastic bottles, and I'm sure all of you gathered today here are affected by that. Everywhere you go, on the beach, in the desert, in the sea, in the mountain, everywhere you'll see bottles of plastic thrown away. And as you know, that they do not disappear, they stay there thousands of years. And many species of animals get extinct because of them. So this was even a bigger purpose for me to do something about it, go forward. So what is now the reason why we started this project? We all know that there are a couple of sources of water in the world which are really special. In Europe, everybody knows about Lourdes in France, which you know that it's blessed water and people have taken for generations because of their beneficial effect. Most of the Muslim world know about the Zamzam in Saudi Arabia, and every year it's a pilgrimage. Millions of people, they go there to take this water. Now, I was not understanding what's all about. I understood that, okay, it's a belief, it's a spirituality way, but it's more than that. It's science behind it. And that is when it clicked to me. Because, of course, I did medicine. I believed to the science, not that much into the other side. So what I found out is that this water was actually researched by a lot of scientists, even 100 years ago. And what did they find? The Russians in the 20s, that all these special waters, they are first of all alkaline. So they have a much higher pH. So their potential of hydrogen is much higher. They are antioxidant, which is a very special property as well. And their structure is as well completely denaturated, and it becomes like in a really tiny molecule. And what is being done 50 years ago, the Japanese company Enagic, they studied these properties, they wanted to understand first how is that water coming from the ground with, with those properties. And what did they find is that passing through different layers of rocks, of course, they are minerals and calcium and magnesium, but they are particles of titanium and platinum. And in contact with those metals and the natural energy that is produced there, the water separates itself and becomes with those properties that I just said before. And the Japanese guys, they were so smart that they were able to assemble a machine that can produce that. And 50 years ago, they did the machine producing Kangen water, which means back to origin. So nowadays, most of the people in the world, they have it. In Japan, 1 in 300 homes, they have it as well. It's used in hospitals, it's used in restaurants, and all over the world. So what's inside exactly? They have taken the titanium and platinum, they have assembled them in chambers. They were trying to do exactly what nature does. So through layer and layer of titanium and platinum, the water passes, and in contact with electricity, it becomes what we see in it today, ionized water with those properties. And you can see it very well in this picture. First, there is a filter to clean the water, and then the plates, they are aligned one by one in chambers, like in the layers of the earth, and that's how the water gets the properties. And we'll get to the first one, which is the anti-oxidation, because this is very, very important, because this is the reason why we age so fast. We are living an environment that is full of free radicals, of oxidants. We are rusting from inside much faster than we should. And this is the way that you can slow down this process. It has been proven as well. That's antioxidant, its potential of it's measured in millivolts, first of all. So it's an energy inside it. That's why also if you put a flame, you'll have some small sparkles. And we are having here a device that we are going to measure a couple of water that we can have in our shops. And it's very easy to understand this property. You get a couple of nails, piece of metal, and you place it in normal water that you drink, and you will observe that in a couple of days it will rust straight away. Well, in this water, it will not happen because of that charge of electrons will protect and will not let that rusting process to happen. Exactly like in the body, those electrons will gather around the cells, protecting them so they cannot get damaged by the free radicals. And the free radicals, they as well will meet these antioxidants from the water, and they will be easily eliminated. And I will do now the test for you. If you can get back to the normal image. Can you all see me now? Right, perfect. So this is the device that the American Marine made it in '89, so it's 20 years already, 30 years in fact. It's a really interesting technology. And this device can measure in any kind of liquid and even fruits their potential of oxidation or antioxidation. So you can see how fresh they are, even the fruits from the market. But today we will focus on the water and things that you drink normally. So I'll get some glasses in here, hope you can see them. And I'll get one of the water that I use here. All right. I'll get one sparkling water. This Perrier, I think you know Perrier.
So doctor, now you're gonna test the pH or what exactly?
I will test the antioxidation level. This is a 7-Up for people who love soft drinks. Here. And we put one more for the. In here is the water that we have taken from the machine just before we started the presentation. All right. I'll place it here. Let me see. Can you see all of them? Okay, so I will keep the device in front of you in here, so you can see the number. If I can get it. Okay, can everybody see it? The value, or wait, let
Yes,
me
yes,
try.
we can see.
Okay, so I'll go for the normal kind of water that you're buying from the shop. Doesn't matter if it's Arwa or Masafi. Most of them, they are the same. So it's
Victor,
about,
excuse me for a moment. I don't know why, but we hear you very, very badly. Maybe you should try to connect on the other microphone like we tried before.
the sound is not clear. All right.
We hear very clear here. Maybe.
Let me take the headphones. Maybe it's going better like that.
For me, I hear so proper.
All right.
And
I
it's
took some
very
headphones.
loud
How
echo.
about now?
This
We
is
have a
okay
lot of
also.
echo.
Is it better
much
now?
better.
Much better?
Yes, thank you, Doc.
Can you all hear me now? All right. Shall I go on like that?
Perfect.
Perfect. All right. So it's been already 1 minute there in the water. Let me try to get it in front of you. So it's about what? Almost 300. So that is plus. That means full of protons. That means full of radicals. So it's everything you put inside, it will rust very, very quick. We'll go to the Perrier, which is sparkling water. Let me try to get it. Can you see the value? All right, so that's even more than 400. So sparkling water in general is much worse because it's carbonated. Now this is 7-Up, so like a soft drink. Most of the soft drinks, they will be around this value. So they are highly, highly oxidant. They will smash your body when they get in. All right, and this is the water that we took from the machine before. Now let's see what's happening. I'll put it closer to you. What's happening now? Well, that's the magic of it. So you'll see it's completely on minus on the opposite direction what you see on the other ones.
You must be kidding me.
Minus 700. So that means it will never rust anything in this kind of water, and so that's the power of it. All right, I have so many cables now. Let me see how I make it. All right, perfect, great. I hope you understood that property, and you can play with that at home as well. Try with the metal things, and you'll see how fast it rusts, and then you'll understand what it does in your body as well. Right. We'll go back to the to the slide. Where is it now? All right. So you've seen there, most of the drinks, they are plus, they are over 200. So they are filled of protons, which rust your body, which will destroy your cells and make you age much faster. And what you've seen is minus 700, what we have from the machine, which is completely out of the graph even. You can understand the power of it. In this slide, I wanted you just to see quick. This is the CEO of the company, the one on the left. He is 78 years old now, and his friend on the right is the same age of him, his financial advisor.
Is that the
Sorry?
one on the left or the right? 78? The one on the left?
They are both 78. They are the same age.
Oh my God, they look
I wanted
so
you to understand because everybody is asking what are the side effects of drinking this kind of water. Well, the one on the left, he is drinking for more than 40 years. He's the inventor of this company, of this machine. And his friend in US, he just drank, I don't know, Coca-Cola, what he drank in the US, and eat his McDonald's. And that's the impact. So it's really important what we drink and what we eat. We'll go now to the next property, which is the pH. Tala, you were asking me before, are you measuring the pH? Well, now we accomplish your dreams. We will measure the pH. So now, I think most of you heard about the pH, about alkaline, that is good. But why is that? That's because you can see in here on this graph,
we should have our pH in the blood around 7.4. Now, most of the things that we are eating and drinking, they are not there. They are 4 to 5, which is really, really bad. So we have to bring it back to normal. How we bring it back to normal? Well, if we don't drink something that is alkaline, the body will take calcium, magnesium from the bones, from the teeth. The second measure to prevent you from building more acid in your bloodstream, he will put that bad cholesterol on your blood vessels. So yeah, people will get heart attack because of that, because of the bad cholesterol accumulated. And this water can really help you with that. And I will get back now to the thing. Where is it now? Bear with me, guys. The first time when we are doing this online. All right. So we have again the same glass like before with the same liquids, and here I have pH drops. So every time I put a drop in that, the color will change corresponding to the pH of it. So I will put a drop in every of them, and let's see what is happening. Ooh la la. Okay. I will take one by one, and I will keep it for you close by. I think near the board down the image, you can still see the pH, right? Can you still see the image of the pH in a small version? No? Let me try to find it where they put it. All right, I will try to get it in here. So these are the colors. All right. How it should be. I will try to keep it close to me here. I hope you can see it. All right.
Put it next to the device, so it allows you the freedom to, yeah.
I was thinking the same. Brilliant idea. Thank you for your assistance. Now, this is the normal water that you are buying here from the shops. I'm not sure if you see the color. It's around 5, 6, maximum 7. What I found here in the supermarkets, which is much lower already than the pH in our blood. And of course, in combination with the foods that we are eating, it will be really down. Now, this is sparkling water. It's really down. It's less than 4. This is 7-Up, again the bigger friend of sparkling water, which is again about 3. Okay, let me see. Where is it now? Opa. And this is the water that we took from the machine just a couple of minutes before we were starting the presentation. The beautiful purple. So that is around 9.5 in pH now. Now, you need to understand that this is very important. Even if I said before that we are supposed to be around 7.4, if we drink water that it's only 7, let's say, we are still dropping. The body still has to take all the minerals from our bones and teeth to neutralize it. So that's why when you give this kind of water, it's really easy to do that. So I'll take some of it, and for example here it's 6. It's already bad for the body. You come with the alkaline one, straight away you'll bring it back to alkaline. Now this is much worse than that. It's almost 4 to 5. So it will be impossible to neutralize it. Even if you put a full cup, you cannot bring it back to normal. So that's why it's really bad to drink this kind of stuff. So now this is diluted. If you drop a little bit of it into your alkaline, straight away you will acidify it as well. Even for the beautiful purple alkaline, you put a little bit of the 7-Up poison and straight away you acidify it. So again, you push your body down. Again, you give a lot of work for your body. And instead of fighting with the corona, your body will fight to push that acid out. All right. Going back to the slides. Where is it? Here you are. Great. What you need to understand as well, that acidity is the source of cancer most of the time. And this very good friend of mine, doctor from Germany, he proved in 1930s that all the cancer tissues are acidic. So this is very important for everybody to know. If you have friends that they have cancer, find somebody with a machine and get in the water. It's very, very important.
Sorry to interrupt you, doctor, but my friend Gulcher, you have met her face to face. She's also
Tala, sorry, she's cancer survivor. We'll discuss when I finish the experiments.
All right.
And yeah, you can talk about her. She's impressive, and she's a cancer survivor, and she was using the machine the whole time. That is true. Right, we go now to the next property, which is for me even more important. So what you need to understand here on the left, you have a typical water structure that you have in a normal bottle. So the longer it stays in a bottle, the more the molecules they clump together. So they connect to each other and they become very, very, very big. So when you are drinking them, they are not really hydrating you. They stay in your system for more than 40 minutes until they actually reach your body and they reach your heart level, your brain, your joints, and everything. And when it's passing through the machine to those plates, you can see that from all that big clump of molecules, it's reduced to maximum 6 of them. And that is the structure where the body can actually absorb them very easy in an instant. In 2 minutes, in this kind of structure, it can be absorbed very quick, and you'll feel it in your body. You will feel energetic, you will feel hydrated, and you are ready to go. Right, and we'll go now back to my experiment here. So perfect. So the easiest way to explain this experiment, it's using the imagination. Let's be kids again. So imagine you are having your stomach, your intestine, and this tea bag. You can see it as that. So you have a glass, this is your inside, and you come and you drink some normal kind of water. Now, because I show you that normal kind of water has a huge structure, nothing really happens, right? To make tea, normally you boil the water. Exactly for that. Is it okay, Delia? Right, perfect. So nothing happens because, as I showed you, the molecules are so big there that it needs a lot of time to restructure, and normally you boil it to break them apart. You'll break them in a certain level, but still not enough for the body to absorb them very quick. So let's see now what's happening if you place water that is already restructured. We'll take again our 9.5 pH friend, and I'll keep it here close to you. Oh my God, I wanted to see your faces. Have you all seen that? I know that it's a bit more skeptical now because it's on the camera, but believe me, it's cold. The water is very cold as well. You can keep it with ice cubes from the fridge. It will happen the same thing, believe me. So now, why it's so important for the body? First, as I told you, for the hydration. And second, for absorbing all the other nutrients. You know very well, especially Mihaela. I don't know Mihaela if she's still there. We were discussing yesterday all the supplements that she was taking during pregnancy and so on. There are a lot of supplements that people take because whenever you go to a hospital and they check your blood, they will find, oh, you have less calcium, you have less magnesium, vitamin D, vitamin B. All the time they tell you that you have different deficiencies. Most of the time, it's not because you have a really bad diet, it's because you have a wrong water. Because when you eat proper, but you drink normal kind of water, you don't really absorb them. Because the molecules are so big that they cannot connect to each other and they cannot transport them into the body. So until your body restructures the water itself in that 40 minutes, your nutrients from the food, they were already passing to your last part of the colon, then they already flushed out from the body. So you don't absorb them, you just eliminated all of them in the toilet. So now the tea bag was also here, as you've seen, and you see the water did not change at all. Although there are some molecules of tea that they went exactly like the nutrients in our body. Nothing happens. But when you come with the water that is restructured already, you see what is happening. Straight away, you can absorb them instantly. So all those nutrients that you are bringing in your body to rich food, to you eating really healthy avocado and kale and everything, if you don't give the proper water to absorb them, you waste that amazing organic foods that you were buying. So that's why this is very, very important. And if you make it again, now it has a lot of alkaline water on it. Look, you put again normal kind of water. Again, nothing is happening. Even if it's wet, because many people, I do this again. Oh, because now the tea bag was wet, that's why it didn't work. Well, you can see that again is not coming out. If you are trying even one more time, and we put again the 9.5, you'll see that it's coming out even more. So we are trying this for even 10 times. So even 10 times you'll bring out a lot of nutrients. You'll maximize every single thing that you bring in your body. You will not just waste them. I need some glasses, I think. All right, let me space it out. Perfect. I hope this was clear for you. This is my favorite property, by the way, because I am a semi-professional athlete. I always go for these crazy Spartan races and marathons and all sort of unhumane stuff, and it helped me so much. When you drink normal water, you cannot compete. You are always feeling bloated. When you drink this, it absorbs so quick that you cannot stop. You feel so much energy the whole time. Thank you. All right, let's go back to the slide. Right, so you remember now, this is why you don't absorb your nutrients in your normal water, because of the structure. Now we go to one of the most important reasons why everybody should have a machine in their place. You know very well that most of the things that you are buying from a supermarket, and I refer to the fruits and veggies, they are sprayed, massively sprayed with pesticides. Because if they don't do that, they will probably produce only 20%, and nobody will do agriculture. So that is why they are spraying them, and the government even allows them, even if they know they are very, very toxic. So what you need to understand is that these chemicals, for people that don't know about them, they are so harmful. So what they do in the body, first of all, for the men, they are top case of prostate cancer. For the women, it's a top cause of breast cancer. And you can see studies, they were doing that in rats, injecting high doses, 3 weeks, all the males prostate cancer, all the females breast cancer. So it's proven, and everybody knows that, but still, the economy has to be kept, and the governments leave that. Now, what's happening when they spray them, and I will get back to the image so you can see me. What they do, when they spray them, to make sure that those pesticides stick on them and don't get removed, they keep those chemicals in an oil-based solution. So like they made like a chemical-made oil. So for that experiment, I have also some sesame oil, and these are some tomatoes we were able to buy from the shop, even if it's everything here under crisis. Right, so we'll put in some of them the normal water, and in the other one we'll put the water of 11.5 in pH that we produce from the machine, and we leave them for 2 minutes. Now, as I told you, these pesticides, they are made in a chemical form to contain oil. So when they spray them on all the culture, they stick around them, and normal water with a normal pH and normal structure cannot remove them at all. So for that, we are playing, because our mind understands the best when we are playing, and we love to play. So this is the oil inside. When you place normal kind of water, even rainwater or tap water or bottle, doesn't matter. It will be the same. You see how it comes on the surface and it creates that protecting film, right? Exactly what it does on the vegetables. It creates that protection film, and in many of the fruits you can even see they are shining, they look so slimy. So it doesn't matter how it will rain, that they will wet them every day with the aspersors, it will not get removed because it's a normal water. And that's why they made it so smart that they spray in one time and it's done. They don't need to spray the whole season. They are protected. All the insects will die, all the small animals and mice will die, and if they get a high dose, they will die as well. So look what's happening when you come with a pH that is much higher and a structure that is microstructure. This is the same oil that we use for the other one. Can you see any film of the oil left? It's all dissolved. So you can see there's nothing left on the surface. All is dissolved. And the color white is from the sesame. This is a sesame oil that I've been using. It's the most similar consistency of oil I could find to simulate the pesticide. So all of it is completely out of it. So I will place them together for you to see it. The film is there, and you can do what you want. You can shake it, you can mix it, it will still come and stick to it. And from the water that is ionized, nothing, it will remove absolutely everything. Now let's get back to our tomatoes. I hope the color will show on the camera. This is the one that was in the normal water, and this is the one that was in the 11.5. Now let's see. So on my right is the, okay, if you can see them. Can you see any difference on the camera? Here in the room it's very easy to see. It's very yellow, the one that was with 11.5. I'm not sure on the camera how it looks like. Make a sign if it's visible. It shows? Yeah. So this yellowish color, something need to be clear about, because most of the people, especially smart people, they will turn straight away. That's the normal color of the tomato, and of course it will come out on a high alkalinity. That's what I was thinking also first time, and it's wrong, because I have taken tomatoes from the garden from my mother, and I kept them even half an hour, nothing comes out. So there is not the real color of the tomato. And moreover, even if you try with the rice, even with spinach, even with strawberries, you will find it the same. It will come yellow out of them. So it's really, really crazy what is happening in the world. So another reason why you can use this water. Right, I will go back to finish my slides. So this is how they spray them in mass. That's why you saw also they are yellow. That's what they do in the body. This is a very good image, what we did in here. You can see it properly. So this is even organic one from here, from the UAE. That's why in the UAE I don't really trust much. Also from Spain I found organic ones. They also had a lot of them. From Austria and I think Switzerland I didn't find. I found them clear, but the other ones, they were really messy. This is how it looks like, the water after we wash a couple of vegetables to cook. Right, this is one of the machines that Monica has as well. As you can see, here is the screen of the machine. You can produce all the pHs that you want. Right, now another thing that I wanted to share with you, because it's a big bad trend, let's say it, colon cancer. And this very good friend of mine, a professor of surgery, he co-invented colonoscopy, by the way, which colonoscopy is one of the most important procedures nowadays to help people to diagnose different diseases. He's working with this water for many, many years, has written books about it, and it's absolutely incredible. So this is one of the videos. You can also check in YouTube. You'll find many of his recordings, his video recordings. he has treated as well presidents and stars and from all over the world. So this is on the left, a normal colon from a person that has a really bad diet. You can see all the oils, all the bad things, they accumulate on the wall of the colon, and that is constantly inflamed. Okay, it's always inflamed, so anytime can burst into cancer, or it will block, it will have constipation and so on. Now, when you come with a water that is so strong, as you've seen what happening with the oil, you will find in a couple of weeks that the colon will come exactly like that, like you see on the right. So it's proven. We have a lot of testimonies from big doctors all over the world doing that. Now, another experiment that we did, and you can also watch it in YouTube, in 10 minutes after you drink the normal water, you can see how your cells, they are not getting hydrated, they are all stagnant. And when you drink this kind of water, which is so antioxidant, normally in 10 minutes, I take again a drop of blood, I place it on the microscope, and you can see a huge difference. All your red blood cells will start to move around, they will have buoyancy, they will have shape, and they will be able to transport much more oxygen all over the body. All right, just quick how to use it. You saw this is a menu there, and these are for the drinking and cooking from 8.5, 9, 9.5. The one that you're using for the oil and the tomatoes, it's 11.5. It's used as well for people with issues on the colon and people with cancer to boost that alkalinity up. And these are the ones that we are using for the skin. We use combination between 11.5 with 2.5, which is highly acidic. All right, this is psoriasis that we used to use before as well. Psoriasis goes pretty quick in many of the cases. So you can actually do absolutely everything with it, from drinking to cooking. Your coffee will be much more alkaline. You'll have a healthy coffee for the coffee lovers. The very strong alkaline, you can use it even for the laundry. And the most important, the 2.5, which is very strong acidic. And that's stronger than even the disinfectant that you are buying out from the shops to protect from corona, to spray your hands all the time. You can produce that with your machine at home the whole time, unlimited, how much you want the whole time. You press a button, you turn on the top, and you have as much disinfectant as you want. And it's natural and it's proven. There are papers, research that no bacteria can survive on that pH. All right. There's a couple of people in the world that they are using, not because they have money, but because they are smart and they want to live longer than everybody. So even Bill Gates, and he's one of the best people that he's a mastermind. Even he's putting in every single room of his house. And yeah, most of the people in the world, athletes, most of the athletes, you'll see them making pictures with this Gatorade or energy drinks. They get millions of dollars for doing that. But believe me, they are not drinking those things. They know that they have to drink something that is alkalized, that is antioxidant, in order to eliminate that lactic acid buildup and to hydrate properly, to be able to last forever in those games. And this is our team. This is some of our team. We started about 2 years ago, and the team is about 85 people now from all over the world, from Russia to New Zealand to South Africa, locals, from all kind of functions. Don't imagine that rich people. They are from, I don't know, from absolutely all kind of backgrounds and possibilities. All right, to have an idea about the prices, this is in dirham. The dirham is almost the same like in lei in Romania. Normally we recommend the SD, which has 7 plates, and the K that you see here in near me with 8 plates. They are, of course, they are the best machines produced. And okay, the price is different because, of course, the number of the plates inside. You can see how they are structured in the device. Of course, they made the installment for a couple of banks. Even in Europe as well, you can get it in installment for I think up to 24 months as well, which is very, very easy. All right, even down payment, so it's really easy. Now, people, when they see this kind of prices, some of people, they shock themselves. They say, oh my God, that's so expensive. It's like, well, depends how you see it. First of all, those plates inside, those titanium coated with platinum plates, every plate has about 100 grams. So this machine with me has about 8 plates of that. That's about 800 grams of pure medical grade titanium, which is the same that they are using for tooth implants, you know, for the teeth in the mouth. And of course, medical platinum coated. So even as a person, you cannot even buy that metal with that money. It's impossible. Of course, they have a contract for dozens of years where they get it straight away from the factory in high quantities. But you as a person, you cannot buy that quantity of metal with this money. So that's a point. And then people, they pay that money for the normal water anyway, especially here in Dubai, and I'm sure also in Romania, because Romania is very modern now. I'm sure it's even more modern than Dubai, even if you don't realize. Romanians, you are modern, more modern than in Dubai, especially in the Bucharest. So in the big cities, especially, everybody spends at least 10 dirham, 10 lei, let's say, in 2 euros a day per bottled water. That's at least 300 a month. That's at least 5,000 a year. And in 15 years, it's more than 75,000. So people already pay that money, that huge money for water that it's really bad. It's rusting your body, it's not really hydrating you. And sorry? Yeah. And of course, what you do after with them, you throw them and you contaminate the whole planet. So as you see in this picture, this is what I see. And imagine that every family that gets a machine stops using that plastic. Everybody can make a difference. Imagine that I have now 85 families in my team, 85 families that stopped buying these kind of things, the plastic bottles. Imagine how many bottles one family uses in 1 week only, in 1 month. In 1 year, they will produce, I don't know, your whole building, I'm sure. Your whole apartment will be full of bottles only from your family. So this is how I show my love for the nature and how I protect the next generation, removing the plastic and bringing this to every single person. So this is what I don't want to see in the future. Right, it has 5 years warranty. This is the only thing that you need to change. The filter, which is also cheap, and it's like lasting you 1 year, 1.5 years, depends how many liters you produce. I said again, this is not a filter. So everybody said no filter. This is a medical device certified by Japanese in Okinawa. They are making it only there in Okinawa, where is the place with the highest life expectancy. They have more than, I don't know, thousands of people over 100 years old in that place, Okinawa. So each person that works in that factory is medically trained, and every single plate of titanium is assembled manually and is checked before they send it to all the world. As I said, it's certified as a Ministry of Health in Japan, and I believe so much in it. If it will be approved by the Ministry of Health in the US or, I don't know, even Germany, I will not trust it, because of course I know there is a lot of things in the game. But when it's from Japan is a completely different planet, and I believe in them, because everybody is using their technology and they do their best when they produce something, and it's lasting for the whole life. These are all the certifications possible as a medical device, from water quality, from absolutely everything. There are a lot of articles. If you want to go into research, there are published articles on all things as well. Here it's on cancer, in diabetes, of course, how it works on the bones, reinforcing the bones. A lot of books have been written about it. So it's something really, really easy, and most of the people who are aware, and especially they see what we are passing through nowadays, it's easy decision. It's not expensive. Everybody pays us that money anyway. Now, most of the people, they prefer to get in a case of being really sick, and they try to make that decision when it's too late. So that's why we are bringing the awareness. We are not pushing anybody to buy. We are trying to educate as many people as possible of how magical it is to have this kind of device in your home. And this is my last slide. This is my mother when I bought her the machine. It was 2 years ago, exactly after I bought mine. I went to Romania, and that was my gift for her. And she was very happy, and she's so appreciated since then. She used to have a lot of headaches, a lot of migraines. She used to stress a lot at work, and she was not drinking enough water, of course. And after 2-3 months with the water, she forgot about those migraines. She's feeling better and better, younger and younger. Yeah, so that was from my side. For now, I will leave Monica and Delia share from their experiences as well. And any questions that you have, you can ask them on the chat, and I can unblock your microphone. You can unblock it yourself, and we can discuss them one by one. Monica, do you want to take over?
Do you want me to speak first? I have the honor. Okay, so my name is Monica, as some of you know me. I got my device a year ago, almost exactly a year ago, was somewhere mid of March. It's interesting how it works. I resonated a bit with the story of Andre that he shared yesterday with some of other group that we were in. And it's interesting when we ask for something, that something shows up to us. We just have to acknowledge it, that it is a request that we've placed. 2 years ago, I could have got to know about this water, but at that time I wasn't ready. And obviously I didn't allow the information to come to me and expand to get to know more. But because this time I was mentally and physically exhausted, and I was asking for something to show up that not only would give me more vitality in my body, but would allow me to create something that in time I would not have to trade my time for money. I was open to actually receive the information this time. And to be honest, my belief about water was that it's just water. All the waters are the same. I didn't think that there are different types of water or that any other water could give you a different effect. However, when I actually saw the test that Victor showed me, because he is responsible for me drinking a good water today, it shocked me. And not only that, it shocked me, but what it actually created the picture in my mind was when I touched the water. I worked with energy, and I'm very sensitive and very intuitive. So the moment I touched the water, I could actually have a clear vision of what could happen in my body and outside of my body if I drink or wash myself with this water. So I did got my device, and I did got my shower device as well, and I'm more than happy. I look way younger and more energized and with more vitality than I looked a year before starting drinking this water. My hair got regenerated, and with more volume, it's growing faster. And not only that, but I'm surrounded by beautiful and amazing people who are encouraging me and empowering me every day to make a difference into other people's life. It's keeping me like close to them, sharing their knowledge, their wisdom, their resources, and I'm more than happy to be part of this beautiful and amazing project that we would like to invite as many people, because it's something great, and it's not only for us, but it's for our families, and it's for everyone. Because do you know anyone who doesn't drink water?
I didn't.
You didn't? Yeah, I did know someone was Delia that I had to literally force her to drink this water. Thank you very much for bringing that up.
I was very convinced that it's something else, that it was a little enhancer that I was putting into water. I was like, I need to use this more because I feel like I can drink water. So Monica went and she's like, are you sure it's that? Just have a glass without the enhancer. So I was like, yeah, what is this water? So if I may continue from here with my story. Yeah. Yeah. So I was at Monica in different circumstances, of course. And she did present me a little bit about the machine, the device. And in my head, the programming that I always had was like, this must be expensive. I don't deserve this somehow, believe it or not. And I was like, definitely, I will not accept this in my life in any circumstance. But my mom, she had cancer and beat it, luckily, 3 times. My grandma died of cancer, grandfather died of cancer, 2 uncles died of cancer. I could continue, but anyway, I was scared of cancer. So what happened was that I decided to look into what I could do to change that. And alkaline water kept on coming back. So I knew this is what Monica had. And I think it was, I will call it a strange, but I know now that in my heart, I know that it was not a strange coincidence. I went to visit a friend of ours, and Monica was there giving her a demo. She's like, oh, if you don't mind, you can sit and watch. And I was like, yes, of course. So I was looking at Monica presenting what Victor did. So I'm like looking at her, you know, like at some point, I think I have it recorded. I think I still have the recording because I was recording the demo. So I was like, Monica, did you do Botox? And she started laughing. So I was like, no, really, but did you? Because of course, girls, we shouldn't ask and girls would not tell. But really, it was such a difference in her skin tone, her hair. Like I know her for years. So I've seen the Monica without the water. Sorry, Monica, you were still pretty, but more on the inside.
I'm happy to share that. I'm happy I was wiser this time to get the device.
Yes. And I decided that I want to invest in myself, not from being vain or trying to look younger, which I feel like it happened. I mean, I don't look 47. Thanks, guys. I'm not 47, but anyway. But it helped a lot. Everything that Victor said about feeling energized, I feel it. I work as cabin crew, so for us, you know, sleep, it's not something we get easily or whenever we want. So it's very easy to go to bed at 6 in the morning, have to wake up at 9, and then have to start your day because that's your only day off. So with 3 hours of sleep after a night flight, the last thing you want to do is go for a jog. I don't jog, but like gym or exercise or anything. And I found that with this water, I do have the energy to do that. That's one of the things. Any issues that I had with my stomach, like now I just drink water. And once I was eating beans, Monica, and you looked at my tummy and I was like super bloated. She's like, why? I was like, what happened? And I said, oh, it's the beans. She's like, why are you eating them if they're bad for you? I was like, I don't know, they're just yummy. She's like, have some water. 2 glasses later, of course, I went to the toilet, I came back. She's like, what happened? And I said, we need to record this because this is incredible. This is like this. So there are so many things I could talk on, and I have the machine just since November. But I have other strange coincidences with other people that I got in touch with. And Vipin, he just had a sip from it. He's like, what is this thing? Like, where do you have it? Because he's very connected. He's a yogi, and he felt the water immediately. That very same day, I was with him in the office. He got introduced to the machine. And the next day, how you call it? Victor was in his house installing the machine because I said, oh, we're waiting for Victor to give you a demo. He's like, no, let's go and get the machine and we'll have Victor just install it when he arrives. Like, he was super convinced. Same with Eduardo in Spain. He fell asleep listening to a presentation about alkaline water just the night before we've met. And he sees me with a bottle. I'm like, oh, sorry, in a fancy restaurant, I'm just gonna use my bottle. And I told him about it. The same. Next day, he called the dealer. Luckily, things didn't work out, so he ended up in our team. and now he's spreading the love for Kangen and all the benefits, in Spain. And once this traveling ban is lifted, everywhere else around the world. So I feel like it's such a beautiful, beautiful thing, and I can't recommend it enough. Like the people that I told them about the machine are people that are close to my heart. That I would share it with everyone, but not everyone's yet willing or open to listen. So I was very stuck in my ways, about payment and everything. And but the moment I accepted this water in my life, I don't know, I opened a bank account with the bank to get it on installments. They gave me a tablet. I went to meet with some people to get water from them when I was in Romania. I got connected with some essential oils that I absolutely love. So everything, all the people that came into my life after that and through this are just incredible. I'm just so very, very happy. Yes, Monica, thank you for caring enough and sticking with me through my phase of, I don't know if I deserve this. Yeah. So yeah, that was wonderful. And now I'm planning to buy a machine to my mom as well. Even though she's cancer free, I want her to stay like that and to keep healthy. Yeah. So if anyone needed to hear this, I hope it helped. If not, I don't know, maybe someone else has a better story. But yeah, I do encourage. If you don't have Kangen in your life, I think you should. I think
we're happy and healthy.
Yeah. Well, good for you. I understood that there's someone that wanted to, Miss Tala. I think she also had a story about a friend.
Well, thank you so much for the testimony. Actually, I know Victor personally, and he's an amazing person. He's full of divine energy, and whatever comes from him is a benefit for the whole world. And I can see his aura and your aura and the lady's aura. You're absolutely amazing. It's very important to nourish our body with a good thing, a natural thing to benefit our body, because if we nourish the body, then it will affect our intellectual power. And whatever deeds we do or practice in our daily life is all about what we nourish our body. I'm a strict vegan. I just turned to vegan after practicing so many diets, and I absolutely feel so incredible and amazing every day. I feel so much energy. This water is so important. I'm also been in the marketing. I'm a marketing expert, so now I have my own business, Gadol Investments, and I have inherited let's say the ethical business. So I just accept projects which benefit the human, the nature, the ecosystem, everything. We have to be ethical. And right now in the organization with IATA in Switzerland, we are trying to get the ethics back to the business leaders so that they work heartfully and they produce things that can benefit people and take them to their next level. It's not about the marketing, the quantity, it's all about the quality. And I can see that this is very important product for the human, because water is very important and it's like one of the essential things for a living. And there's no need for certificates. When it comes to marketing, the best testimony is the experiment of the human body. We had a meeting face-to-face with Victor and my friend Gulcher. She's very sincere and dear to my heart. And she was cancer-free after she had only went through this experiment of nourishing her body with this water. And she didn't take any medical treatment, nothing, no chemical sessions or anything, just this water. So absolutely, I would love to contribute closer with Victor and and maybe we can make a contract and do those things, because I would love to ethically, spread the word about how good this water is for a human body. And that's it. That's it.
Thank you very much, Tala. Thank you.
Thank you.
When all these,
we're all connecting and we have more things in common that we could have ever possibly imagined. No wonder we're getting all together on the same kind of frequency and level. So yeah, happy to know
That's
you.
absolutely, yeah. Thank you so much for that. But there's a question I wanted to ask for example, for a villa and a family with like 5-6 people, how many machines they would install to use it? Is it 1 or 2 or I don't know?
It all depends on you, I guess.
As many as they want.
Yeah, exactly. Like you can have one in each bedroom, or you can have one in each room. So it all depends on the people. Like they could install a bigger one in the kitchen, or they could install many in the entire
That's interesting. And to be honest with you, because I'm now in a level, as you mentioned, the frequency, so in a level that we want to nourish all the being with this, so even the plants, even the animals. So
Can I show you something?
yes,
No.
There she goes.
I'm sure she got a pet with.
I have to show you this. I don't know if you guys see it, but
Yeah,
this,
Wow.
this is the rose that I received on 8th of March for Women's Day. And the thing is, like, all they fall down, but new leaves came in. Like, look how baby leaves they are. And I was like so amazed and so impressed and so happy to see this, and to connect ourselves as we are part of nature as well. We function the same way as everything in nature. Like if this happened with this rose, these baby new leaves came in and it went super youthful and all that. Imagine what happens to our bodies every time we put this water in. So every time I see this rose, it reminds me of that. So I'm very happy. It's almost a month I have it.
Of course it's gonna be like that after the whatever he showed us about the test and everything. And also I think Dr. Victor, because he works so closely with animals, I'm sure he tried it to animals. And
oh yeah, if I may take the word, first I was so skeptical that I was not trusting to drink it myself. So I was trying it in
I give it to the birds. Great, Victor, great.
So I was forcing them to drink because they don't want to drink by themselves. You know, like checking in the park to drink at least 20-30 ml. So normally falcons that they had really issues with high uric acid, with different diseases. So I was shocked about the results. So it's not a normal water, it's like a medicine. It's like it's magic. So straight away, you know, the uric acid is high for most of the people. For example, if they, I don't know, they have different diseases, straight away it pushes it down. With normal water, you never see that. And then I trusted, and then I started to drink it by myself.
Lovely.
Another thing, animals. You believe in animals; they have much higher feeling than us. And Keza, we will try soon with your cat when all this corona is going. You know what? If you are putting a couple of bowls with different waters, you can take tap water and different bottled waters, and you put like, let's say 4 or 5 different bowls, and you leave a cat or a dog there. You know what they do? They don't just go and drink because they have higher senses. They will go there, they smell one by one, and they will go and they'll drink the kangen.
That's lovely, because it's natural. Instinctly they go into their instinct.
You check in YouTube, you'll find a couple of videos doing that, and I didn't trust that into myself, and then I see it. Wow! So especially the cats, they go like that. They put the mouth in one, they put the other, and then they go to the kangen. They start to lick it straight away.
Because you know, doctor, we have been disconnecting with our true being and our true nature. So whenever you want to test that, test it on pets, because pets are innocent soul and they just do things instinctively. So that's why they go to this water, because this is what it should be. And thanks God that we have people like you to have ethics in everything. That's lovely.
Thank you, Tala.
Sure.
Kata, do you want to say something?
Yes, I understand.
We want to hear you.
But my English is not very good.
I'm sure you're gonna be fine. You can practice it now. You have your chance.
Okay. The same like Victor, first time when he showed me the Kangen machine, I was very skeptical. Victor, I am young, I am strong. I go to the gym. Water is water. But, when I go home, I try when I was to the gym. I drink one bottle with normal water. I run 5 minutes. I try, but the water in the stomach is not absorbed. And I drink one bottle with the Kangen water. I run and I have more power, more energy. That's interesting. Also, I have acid on stomach acid, and just I drink water and I fix the problem. Now I have in my team many people. They have diabetes, cancer, and they they help them very good. Thank you.
Do you know also that if we nourish our body with good food or whatever, it just there's some researches about our deeds and attitude. Some people who are so much stressed, it's because only of their diet, because they don't have balanced diet or they don't nourish their body with that. So I'm sure this water will absolutely change also the deeds or attitude, because the more energy you get, the supernatural you become. So
For
the
sure.
happiness, yeah.
A research that it actually says that the cause of stress is actually dehydration. I was like super amazed. So yeah.
Yeah, nowadays when someone talks to me, I just look at him in a different level. Like, are you dehydrated? Is that an alcoholic talk? Is that a Pepsi talk? Too much burgers? Because because when you are getting back to your nature and you really want from your heart to benefit every being on this world, because you understand your purpose of living, it's just shifting you to another level, another frequency. Is that what you really love for yourself? Is you love for your fellow being? And this is the policy of Gadol, and this is what we do in Gadol Investments. Yeah, someone has came up into camera, Kaisar. Yeah, hi.
Cesar, do you want to say something? You have some questions?
Actually, I was just some technical stuff regarding how it's installed. So, for example, Monica mentioned she has one in the shower. I assume that they use electricity. How are they connected in the shower, for example?
So for the shower, you don't need electricity. So it's just a drinking device that needs to be connected to the electricity. But the shower, you don't need. Like, it's just like a kind of a bottle like that, and you just connect it to the shower filter and go through those minerals. And
so it works like a filter, does it?
Yeah, it's a bit different filter, I would say, but
this is the one that producing
you put outside. You don't put it in the shower cup or anything like that. It's like a massive thing like that. Let me see if I have a picture of something.
Yeah. So the machine that produces the water for the drinking, this is connected that it comes on the normal tap sink. So you connect it there, and then the alkaline water will come from here, from up. Amazing. And then from here, from down, it will eliminate the acidic one. So in the same time, you produce acidic that you can use it as a disinfectant or as to wash the house. And here you can set, you see that it has a menu. So every time you press pH, it will produce exactly that, because about how much electricity it gives to the plate. So yeah, also speak Japanese, by the way, if you want to learn Japanese.
Lovely.
And this is how the shower device looks like, and it looks like that, and you just put it next to your water, so it's not connected to the electricity.
How often do you change, Monica? How often do you change that filter in the shower?
You can change it once a year, I would say. Yeah, once a year and a bit, like, because I travel as well. I don't use it daily, so I could go maybe a bit more than a year. But
Without a shower?
No, without changing the filter.
I'm joking.
That's the other question I had, Monica. How do you, when you're traveling, is there any way to use this when you travel, or something you have to?
So the thing is, like, my resistance in actually getting the device when Victor came to me was, yeah, but I'm traveling a lot. Like, I don't know if I would be under the water at all time. I don't know if it's worth it to get it now, or maybe just wait until I change my career or anything like that. But I realized that that was just an excuse my mind was trying to find, because the thing is, like, when you make a committed decision, as Bob Proctor said, like, you would find the ways for you to sustain that choice that you're gonna make. So the moment I made the decision, I actually find ways how can I bring the water with me. So I bring it on flight on a 1 liter bottle. It's not enough, but it's still something, because anyway the other water doesn't provide me any hydration. So I would drink it, but I would not feel that my body is hydrated. And then for the time I'm away, we usually stay 1 day, maximum 2. I would bring a bottle of 5 liters with me. That would be enough for the time that I am away. But if you haven't got your device yet and you consider to get yours, I would highly recommend the one that Victor has. Because I got the one before that, the SD501. And the thing is, like, because at that time I didn't know the difference. So not only that the quality of the water is better for the K8 that Victor showed us, but what impressed me about that is that it's lighter. So let's say if I would be to travel a week, I would be away from the home, I could easily bring it with me because it's lighter, 3 kgs, and it's kind of slightly smaller and slimmer. So that's
it's easy enough to install, is it?
Yeah. It's very easy to install it. Like, you just attach it to the tap water, and you for sure you're gonna do well. Me, I would maybe ask for help because you know how we are ladies. Like, we're not having so much power to unwrap.
Whoa! No! Don't say
That's
that.
not true. That's not
Oh,
true.
ladies can do that. Ladies can
No,
do
we
that.
can do it, but it's better when guys do it. Like in my case, Victor came and helped me because
We can,
And
like
the question
anyone
about
can do it.
voltage.
Yeah.
So when you travel, you can use it. The question is it only specific to 220 volts here, or can you use it, for example, on the Japanese, the US system?
Yeah, because the thing is, like, people from
the K8 is the only one. So the previous versions, they work only for a voltage, but the K8 it can be used everywhere in the world. That's again a similar another function. Also has a pump for auto cleaning system inside as well. Also, it switches on like a phone, the display as well. It's a touch screen and it switches off by itself after 1 minute of not using it. So it's highly advanced.
I'm also certain that there are some researches for dermatologists about how it can benefit our skin, right? Because I can see all of you have a fresh skin, which
a lot
means
of research on that as well. So
I could show you my picture as well, but I don't have it on my. Or let me see if I do.
You don't need that. You look so fresh.
Thank you very much.
Of course.
But believe me, it didn't happen to look like that before the water. I mean, you would have to see that I was actually very tired. Let me see if I can share my screen with you.
But there's a lot of research, Tala, on the water.
Yeah. Do you guys see?
I can see, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, so those are just...
You know, also ever since I started my vegan or vegetarian diet, also my skin got younger and younger. Even everyone is asking me, like, I don't do anything. I just eat well. That's it. I just eat well.
What's the thing? Like, I'm being vegan like maybe 5 years now or a bit more. The thing is, like, I didn't see as greater impact as I had with the water. And in a very short time, because the thing is, like, if you think about our bodies are made 70% water and not diet. It's great to take care of our diet as well, but diet is not as important as it is the water. That's what was my experience. That's what I've lived since I have the water.
But most of our nutrition doctors are telling us to take, you know, the greens, which means broccoli and lettuce, or because the leaves itself, it has water. So that's why I'm telling you, water is very important and diet is very important. So when Dr. Victor has
or not.
No, actually, I tried it, and I've seen my friends tried it. I just told you one of my friends was cancer-free because she.
We'll talk maybe few weeks or a few months after you get your device, and believe me, this talk would change slightly.
That's lovely. Of course, I would love to try it, and I would love all my family to eat healthy.
You will change it.
And the one thing that I want to add, Tala, this is something very, 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 very important. I cannot express how important it is. When you are a vegan or vegetarian, you have no idea that you are getting exposed yourself. In the same, of course, you are getting healthier, but in the same time, you expose yourself of ingesting a huge quantity of pesticides. Because with your normal water, you cannot remove them. So you have chances to become even more sick than a person that doesn't eat vegan, because you get so much toxins in your body to the pesticide and you cannot remove them. So they're stuck in your colon, they're stuck in your whole body. So that's why this, for me, I think at the beginning I bought the machine, first of all, because of this, because I knew that 1 in 7 men, they are prone to have prostate cancer, and women as well, they are prone to have breast cancer because of these pesticides. And of course, I reduced 90% of the meat that I used to eat before. I eat also almost vegan now. And I know that if I don't keep them in at least 2 minutes in the water, I will eat all that things. And it's very important to remove them.
And it's not only about that, but the vegetables, the structure of the vegetables and every other leaves that we put inside, they actually start being oxidized if we leave them for a couple of minutes in the water. So, and plus think about it, like if your body it's not helped from factors, even though you eat all these things that you believe that you should get your nutrients and all the antioxidants or all those things, if the body is not sustained to absorb all those nutrients that it is in the food that we're having, is like kind of pointless, because by the time your body would start absorbing it, you're just flushing it out to the toilet. So that was another factor that I got to experience and know since I have the water.
Yeah,
there's no doubt that this water
you
is
see that device. You see that device what you're using. Now, doesn't matter where you buy the fruits and vegetables, even if they are organic, they are still sometimes there on the shelves. They were being collected for a couple of days already. Now, I'm sure you were reading a lot about that.
That you washed?
Sorry?
Did you still have the tomato that
I think I removed them. We can do the experiment another time. So what you can see is that when
really
you measure with the
experiment.
device, they oxidize. So they lose everything from them, like the energy, the life in them.
Yeah.
So when you keep them in the water for at least 2-3 minutes, you can cut them and you go inside with the ORP meter and you can see that they get back their antioxidants, which is absolutely amazing, and you cannot do that with anything else.
And when you did the calculation, it's everything about the idea is reasonable, because the calculation of how much they spend on bottled water, and we have seen so many videos on YouTube how about the test of the water. Actually, only 2 waters now production and on Earth is really have a good pH, which is like I think Beverly Hills, and the other one I can't remember the video. I'll share it with you. The thing is that it's so important. It's so important. But I mean, what is more important than water in life for everything? It's the source of life. So I'm so happy to be part of this good. Everything is good. So good plus.
Question for you, Victor.
Sorry,
Yes,
please help you with a short video about measuring the tomatoes inside, if you want to show them.
Yes, Livy, yes, that I was wanting to ask Victor to do.
I can play it right now. Tell me if you see it.
Yes, we do.
Okay, let's play it.
And Kesar, we take your question after the video because you wanted to ask something.
Do you also hear?
Not so much.
Normal water.
5 meter inside, it means oxidation reduction potential. If it is positive, it means it is oxidant for our body. You'll see it better tomorrow. All the liquids that we drink are oxidant. If we measure something that goes below 0, it means it is antioxidant. So the tomato with regular water, it's around 200. And we'll measure the other one. So 197, 96 decreasing very slowly. And look here, what happens? Minus 500, 600. So the electricity of the water went inside of the tomatoes and